Have you ever wondered why some guys just seem to have it figured out? They walk into a room, and like clockwork, women are drawn to them. It's not because they're rocking the flashiest clothes, driving the most expensive car, or flaunting 1 million followers on social media. It's something deeper. It's in how they carry themselves, the way they talk, how they listen, and how they navigate dating situations differently. Let's be real, modern dating feels like a minefield. Everyone's glued to their phones, ghosting has become a national pastime, and people care more about vibes than real values. But here's the good news, authentic connection is still out there. And it all starts with your approach. In this video, I'm breaking down 10 dating tips that genuinely work. No cheesy pickup lines, no manipulative games, and definitely no play hard to get nonsense. Just proven, practical advice to help you become a more confident, magnetic, high-value man, inside and out. So if you've been burned before, if you're tired of chasing women who barely respond, if you're ready to build meaningful connections and start thriving in your dating life without losing yourself along the way, buckle up. This is for you. And hey, before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Because by the time we're done here, you'll never look at dating the same way again. Let's jump in. Tip 1. Master the art of presence. So, what does being present really mean? It means giving her your full attention when you're together. Not zoning out, not checking your phone, and not scanning the room to see who else might be there. You stay focused. Engaged. Locked in. And trust me, women pick up on this more than you realize. One of the most common complaints I hear from women is, it feels like guys aren't really there. Physically, sure, but mentally, they're somewhere else. And they're not wrong. Picture this, you're on a date. She's sharing a story about her childhood or a dream she's chasing, and instead of being fully present, you're distracted by your phone or already planning your next response. What happens? She feels dismissed. Invisible. Unimportant. Here's the reality, attraction isn't just about what you say. It's about how you make her feel. If she doesn't feel seen and heard, any attraction she had will evaporate. Quickly. How to master presence. 1. Put your phone away. When you're with her, silence your phone and keep it out of sight. Don't place it on the table. Don't glance at it. This simple move sends a powerful message, right now, you matter more than anything else. Step 2. Make solid eye contact. Not a creepy, soul-piercing stare, but steady, natural eye contact. Look at her when she's speaking. Hold her gaze for a few seconds at a time. Smile when it feels right. React to what she's saying. Step 3. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Most guys listen so they can jump in with their own story. Don't do that. Focus on what she's really saying. Ask thoughtful follow-up questions. Reflect her emotions back. Example. If she says, I just started a new job, and it's been stressful, instead of one-upping with your own job story, say, that sounds rough. What's been the hardest part so far? It shows you care. It makes her feel heard. And it creates a stronger connection. Step 4. Slow down. When you're nervous or eager to impress, you'll rush. You'll talk too fast or interrupt. Relax. Breathe. Let silences happen. They aren't awkward, they're opportunities for connection. That calm, grounded energy. It's magnetic. It signals you're secure in yourself. That you don't need to chase validation. And that makes you rare. 2. Build unshakable confidence. If presence is the foundation, confidence is the backbone. And no, I'm not talking about fake bravado, chest puffing, or pretending you're superior. Real confidence isn't loud. It's quiet. Calm. It comes from within. Confidence isn't about believing you'll win every time. It's about knowing you'll be fine, whether you win or not. It's not about always getting the girl, it's about knowing you're still a king whether she chooses you or not. That kind of self-belief is magnetic. How to build it? 1. Keep promises to yourself. Say you'll wake up early. Do it. Plan to hit the gym. Go. Promise to start that business or approach that woman. Follow through. Every time you honor your word, your confidence strengthens. Every time you break it, it crumbles. 2. Lean into discomfort. Confidence grows in uncomfortable moments, starting conversations when you're nervous, taking calculated risks, embracing rejection. The more you face fear, the less it controls you. 3. Master a skill. Nothing builds certainty like competence. Whether it's fitness, martial arts, business, or public speaking, get good at something. Skill breeds confidence, and confident men don't need to prove themselves. Their presence speaks for them. 3. Ask better questions. Most guys have the same stale conversations. Where are you from? What do you do? How was your day? These are fine, but they won't make you memorable. If you want to stand out, ask deeper, thought-provoking questions. Examples. What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? If you could wake up anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would it be and why? Questions like these spark emotion, create stories, and open the door to real connection. And when you can get someone to open up emotionally, you build bonds faster. Pro tip. Pay attention to her answers. If she says she's always wanted to skydive, ask what draws her to it. If she mentions Bali, ask what about it excites her. Layer your conversations. That's how you stand out. 4. Lead with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is your ability to read people, pick up subtle signals, and respond appropriately. It means knowing when to lean in, when to pull back, when to joke, and when to stay quiet. How to develop it? Watch her body language. Is she leaning in or pulling back? Smiling or distracted? Adjust accordingly. Notice her tone. If she seems off, ask if she's okay. If she's hyped, match her energy. Practice empathy. Put yourself in her position. How might she feel right now? What does she need emotionally in this moment? Emotionally intelligent men are rare, and women are drawn to them because they feel safe being themselves around them. That's when genuine connection happens. 5. Be ambitious. Women are naturally drawn to men who are moving forward. Not necessarily wealthy or famous, but driven. Focused. Purposeful. Ambition isn't just about chasing status. It's about having a mission, a vision, and goals you're actively pursuing. Why it matters. Ambition signals stability. A man with purpose isn't easily rattled. It earns respect and makes you naturally attractive. It gives you fulfillment outside relationships, making you less needy, and ironically, even more desirable. If you've been coasting, it's time to level up. Read books. Build skills. Set goals. Become a man on a mission. That's unforgettable. 6. Know your non-negotiables. Dating isn't about bending over backward to make someone like you. It's about discovering whether your values, lifestyle, and long-term goals align. That's where having non-negotiables comes in, the things you simply won't compromise on, no matter how attractive, charming, or interesting she is. Why this is crucial. Without clear standards, you'll find yourself making excuses for red flags, chasing fleeting chemistry, and investing time in people who ultimately don't fit your life. High-value men date with clarity and purpose, knowing exactly what they need in a partner to build something meaningful. Examples of non-negotiables. Does she respect family values, or is she indifferent to them? Is she financially reckless, constantly in debt or careless with money? Does she honor your boundaries, or does she test and disrespect them? Is honesty something she lives by, or does she play games and hide things? How does she handle conflict? Does she communicate or resort to manipulation? Why it matters. Without these clear markers, you risk wasting precious time in relationships that drain you, confuse you, or pull you away from your path. Knowing your non-negotiables protects your peace, reinforces your self-respect, and ensures you're only giving your energy to people who align with your standards and vision for life. Bottom line. High-value men aren't desperate for company, they're selective about who gets access to their world. 7. Don't put women on a pedestal. Listen, it's healthy and noble to admire, respect, and cherish women. Especially the ones who add value to your life. But the moment you place anyone so high above you that you feel inferior or unworthy, you set yourself up for failure. Why it's a problem? It creates imbalance. You shift the power dynamic in her favor, making her feel like the prize while you scramble for approval. You chase validation. Instead of seeking authentic connection, you start craving her attention, affection, and acceptance. You tolerate poor behavior, out of fear of losing her, you let disrespect slide, excuse toxic actions, and slowly erode your standards. The truth. She's human, beautifully flawed, just like you. She has insecurities, bad habits, and imperfections. And that's okay. The healthiest relationships are built on mutual respect, not worship. When you see her as an equal, you interact from a place of grounded confidence, which ironically makes you more attractive. Bottom line. Value yourself enough to realize no one belongs on a pedestal above you. 8. Master storytelling. If you want to be memorable, learn the art of telling captivating stories. Great stories entertain, engage, and reveal who you are without feeling like you're boasting. They make people feel connected to you on a deeper level. Why it works. Humans are wired for stories. It's how we connect, teach, and inspire. A good story stirs emotion, sparks curiosity, and makes conversations unforgettable. How to do it. Start with a hook, grab attention from the jump. Example, you won't believe what happened to me at the airport last month. Set the scene, describe the moment. Use humor, tension, or vivid imagery. Make her feel like she's right there with you. Add emotion, whether it's excitement, embarrassment, fear, or joy, let your emotions color the story. End with a punchline or lesson, leave her smiling, laughing, or reflecting. Pro tip. Keep it real. Don't exaggerate or turn every story into a bragging session. Authenticity is magnetic. Bottom line. The guy who tells great stories doesn't just entertain, he leaves a lasting impression. 9. Get comfortable with silence. Most men panic when a conversation slows. They scramble to fill the air with words, fearing the awkwardness. But here's the truth, silence is powerful. Why it matters. It creates space for curiosity to build. It allows emotions to settle and deepen. It projects quiet confidence. The mark of a man who's at ease with himself. Pro tip. When a pause happens. Lean back slightly. Hold eye contact. Smile gently. Let the moment breathe. What happens? It builds anticipation. It makes her wonder what you're thinking. It adds subtle tension that makes interactions feel more intimate. And it communicates that you're not desperate for approval or validation. Bottom line. The man who's comfortable in silence often controls the room without saying a word. 10. Walk away when you need to. Not every connection is meant to last, and one of the clearest signs of emotional strength is knowing when to walk away. Too many men cling to relationships out of fear, fear of being alone, fear of starting over, or fear of losing someone they've pedestalized. Why this matters? It protects your self-respect. When you stay in a situation where you're disrespected, ignored, or undervalued, you quietly erode your self-worth. It teaches people how to treat you. The boundaries you enforce signal what you'll tolerate. Walk away from poor behavior, and you show the world you're not a man to be taken lightly. It keeps your energy focused on what matters. When you cut ties with the wrong people, you make room for those who genuinely respect, appreciate, and align with you. Pro tip. If a woman consistently crosses your boundaries, plays games, or drains your peace, it's not your job to fix it. It's your responsibility to leave. Bottom line. A man's strength isn't shown by what he clings to, but by what he's willing to let go of.